Okay, so I'm just gonna build off of yesterday's video because yesterday was like a reading versus TV type thing. It was a blooper because every time I go to make a video, it gets interrupted. There's a lot of noise in the background. So we're gonna do this again. Okay. I had to take the phone call yesterday, just like I can't ignore my child. So I want to talk about imagination because everyone in the manifestation community, like, you manifest regardless. You just need to watch, observe where your mind is going. You observe your mind, observe your own patterns, right? And if you need help with that, I have a free growth guide on my website. Free, absolutely. Don't ask for your email. It's an automatic download. So if you need to know what patterns to change, what to change in your life, that's going to be very great for you. But on the subject of imagination, my first advice would be stop watching TV. I have a koi pond waterfall thing in the background. But stop watching TV. I grew up without TV. Well, when I did have a TV, not me, but like the house had a TV, the old, very old TV. Dragon Ball Z, you know, I'm a fan. Yes. When I had a TV, yes, as a child. But I didn't have video games. And I had my imagination. Me and my brother have a very strong imagination because we used it as children, and we never let that go to waste, right? Like, you do imagine things, but you can strengthen your imagination just by simply stop watching TV. TV takes a lot of time. Stop watching TV, stop scrolling. Stop. It's a waste of time. Majority of the time, it's a waste of fucking time, right? You won't remember the shit. Maybe you'll get a laugh. And if you need a laugh, obviously. But don't waste a whole ass hour for that 5-second laugh. It doesn't balance the scale, right? So to strengthen your imagination, the first thing is stop watching TV and stop scrolling, right? Start reading. You're seeing it in your mind. The world becomes real to you. The more you read, the more you're using your imagination, the more you're using your third eye, the stronger the images in your mind will become. I have a great imagination. And I definitely create worlds with my imagination. I can create anything that I want, and I can shift anything that I want. I can do anything that I want. So your imagination is limitless, and that is the world. That is reality. We live in a limitless reality. People just don't perceive it as limitless. But if you need help with that, I did create a free Shifting Worlds PDF. I don't ask for your email, completely free. Go download that. Go do it so you can see the magic in this world. You can see the limitless possibilities. You can open yourself up to endless magic, endless magical experiences. And that's the thing. With the PDF that I created, with manifestation, you're like, oh, I want this. But like you're trying so hard to get this, right? But with the PDF that I created, it's not you wanting a certain thing. It's you opening up to receive everything. Whatever gifts and surprises for you today will come to you without a doubt. And that gets you to open up to like the magic in the world, right? What magical world am I in today? Or what new world am I in today? It gets you to open up. I've had great experience with it, right? And my cousin, who I made her test it out too, right? Because I made it. She's had great experiences. Yes. We both have great experiences with it. And we both remind each other, like still, because I made it a few weeks ago, we still remind each other, like, hey, what magical universe are you in? Or what new world are you in? Or whatever, however we word it at the time. Yes. She was texting me last night in the middle of the night, being happy as shit, right? And I was like, I'm trying to sleep. Thank you. Like, I love you, but I'm glad you're happy. But sleep. Please let me sleep. Come, like, I will be excited with you, like, fully tomorrow. No, I'm half sleeping, because if I get that excited, I'm up, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be up. Hold on. So yes, that gets you to open up into everything. Strengthen your imagination by using it a lot. And you can channel that into daydreaming, into manifesting, making it real to you, and keep adding things over time, getting very clear on the details, right? But reading is a major one that a lot of people overlook. You can even draw and sketch it out. I'm not like amazing with drawing, but I still love to do it. That helps your imagination. But repetition, you have to keep doing it, right? And one thing I learned from Cindy Dale is, like, take this, close your eyes, and visualize it, right? So anything you want, take it, close your eyes, visualize it, right? Stare at it, close your eyes, picture it in your mind. So besides reading, that's something else that you can do. And Cindy Dale taught me that. You can look at images, close your eyes, visualize it. When you open your eyes, see if you missed anything. Imagination is creation. Hold on. So you use your imagination for you, right? A lot of people daydream, a lot of people visualize, a lot of people use their imagination and their thoughts are against them. What you're visualizing is against what you actually want. What, baby? Hold on. Yes, like I said, every time I go to do a video, I'm interrupted, okay? But it's fine. I'm gonna power through it. It's fine. So, use your imagination to your advantage. Don't use it against you. Have it work for you. And maybe you already do. Maybe you're like, okay, well, I visualize like once a day right before bed. Cool, great. Try to add a few more times during the day. When you first wake up, on your lunch break, stop the scrolling and actually have that scene in your mind. Stop watching TV and just replay that scene in your mind. Draw the scene out. Add more details to it. Write it down. Write it down like an actual story that you're telling someone. And then you can go back, read it, and then add more details, right? And then keep that on you and read it. You can have it first person. Read that shit. You experience that, right? There's one part in my book that is like there's one like really messed up part in my book that I thought about not adding to my book because I didn't want people to experience that, because even with reading you are experiencing that. And I thought about not having that in my book so people don't experience that. There's like two parts that I thought about not having in my book, because once you read it, you start feeling the same thing. So I thought about not having like these two parts because I didn't want people to feel bad, terrible, and like, you know, there's one of them. I didn't want people to like actually have the image in their mind, right? Because it's not something that you can easily erase from your mind. At least I, you know. But I was very aware of what that can do to people. Like, I don't want to give anyone nightmares. I don't want to be the cause of that. So, but I did keep it in there because this is something that it's things that people do experience. People do experience these things, and I want to teach people, and I do teach people, like in my reality, the people around me, but I want to teach more people how to overcome this shit, how to overcome any obstacle, anything and everything. Like, I usually have a solution. And then solutions just present themselves to me. And then I don't really try to do, but I have a solution that works for that person. That solution is like tailor-made for that person, right? With their mindset, what they would actually fucking do, you know? I don't give people advice based on like what I would do. Sometimes I do, but most of the time it's for them. Like whenever I give my cousin advice, because she's the one person that I've given so many lessons and advice and all these things to, right? I give her advice based on her circumstances, how she perceives things, how she's perceiving things, and all that. So, yeah. I know with my book, Theo's Magical Thoughts, it's right there. I wanted, and I did, give a lot of different situations, different solutions to situations that people do deal with and that I have dealt with and all of that. I love my book. Definitely read it. Not only will it strengthen your imagination, but it will open you up to the magic in the universe and what we can do as humans, as super beings in a human body, right? What we can do, how the world is progressing and where I see the future and like the future downloads that I've gotten and the things that will shift, right? That's all I want to say about that. Because it's where we're headed. And you can get a sneak peek in the book. Because there's so many details that I added. Like, it's amazing. And it's definitely gonna help a lot of fucking people. I've received a lot of great feedback. Actually, there's this one woman who won't even like let her husband read like the book, right? Because she wants him to buy it. And I was like, what? You can. She's like, no, it's so good. And I was like, all right. Okay. Thank you. Great. Like, it makes me happy that people love it. Like, I love it, and I want to share that love with everybody else. Like, I want to share my gift with everybody, and I want everyone to be happy and see that future and have the pendulum swing towards that future, which it is, but this will strengthen it if you know anything about that. But if not, that's fine too. That's fine too. Strengthen your imagination. Visualize often. And I give you energetic techniques too in my book, which I have shared on my channel. But it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I have been working, doing things behind the scenes. I just haven't been posting. Because I prefer not a whole lot of noise, right? I don't want my child running around and being loud. I don't care that he's loud. I just, whenever I'm tuning in, you know, gotta have that quiet time. So that's what he's doing right now, having like the quiet time. So if you have any tips to strengthen your imagination, what you do, feel free to leave it in the comment section if you want to.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
You drank it.
You drank it? Okay, baby. He stole my drink. Yes. So, if you know any other techniques, let me know. Thank you to all my subscribers, to everyone that watches my videos, because I appreciate you. I appreciate your time and effort. Your attention, your focus. I appreciate your patience, because I do want to post often. I probably have to get over the quiet, like preferring quiet. I'll try to have him do some quiet time. Yes, but thank you for your patience and understanding. I do juggle a lot, including parenthood. It's fun. Have fun with it. I do. Right? I have scars, right? And it kind of looks like wrinkles when I look in the camera. It kind of messes me up. Because it's weird if I like lean in. I'm contemplating anything else, imagination-wise. I know Neville Goddard talks a lot about imagination. I don't know if he gives any techniques. I don't know. I have his book, but I don't know. I know it's just like the power of imagination, not like how to actually strengthen your imagination. Like counting $100 bills, right? But I don't know, for me, I would just like have to have the $100 bills. right? Maybe you can watch a video, close your eyes, and do it that way. Like, I have the scene in my head because I've counted lots of $100 bills, right? But I don't keep that around my house. I've heard a lot of things about Neville Goddard, and I've actually received some insight from him. Like him personally, his spirit personally, and I know that might sound weird to you, but it was something I didn't even know I could do until I was just intuitively guided to call him to me and ask him about, a certain thing. And he gave me the answer, and I wrote it down. I have it written down. Yes. So it's fun. Like all the things that you can do with your imagination, it's fucking great. And that wasn't like imagination. But yes, I feel like if I didn't have a strong, no, because I didn't visualize, I sensed, right? But the image in my mind, it's very interesting. Because images do come to your mind, and you don't like actively put them there. You don't actively build from like the feet up, right? So yes. But maybe if I didn't have a strong imagination, I wouldn't have seen him. Because he was like kind of leaning over me because I was writing, right? Very interesting. But I do get images in my mind. And I do sense. I have a lot of like clairs. I do know things without having prior knowledge, right? I know things without any help. I know, but I don't know how I know them. But that's a clear cognizant. You just know shit, right? And that one is at like the top for me, right? That one's like the strongest with me. I'll just know shit. But yes, definitely strengthen your imagination. It's so helpful. It's fucking wonderful. The limitless things that you can create, the limitless possibilities. Like, where your attention goes, energy flows. So you're literally creating a whole nother world. You're experiencing a whole nother world, especially like when you read, because you don't have to put a lot of effort. Like sometimes when people imagine, I feel like they build from like the feet up and they're like placing certain shit. But that's like forcing your imagination. A lot of the times, for me, like images just come to my mind. Not just with clairvoyance, but even with manifesting, the image will come to my mind. Like I don't have to force from the feet up, from the ground up, like the whole entire house, like every brick, forcing the image to form. Yes, like I just saw a year from now, a few nights ago, right? Because I can, see the future. I just don't care to anymore, if that makes sense. Like I don't really care to. But yes, the image came to my mind of like the house, of the car, of the area, of what I was doing, what my children were doing, what my cousin was doing, 'cause she was there too. And my thoughts, like I was in the future, right? Because it's not like a scene in your mind. And the only way I can explain it is like, if you know how a dream feels like, if you remember your dreams, you are there in your dream. You are in the dream. So you're, thank you, baby. Yeah, you're welcome. You're in the dream. So you're experiencing everything in your dream as if it were real, right? A lot of people don't know that they're dreaming, but I do know and realize that I'm dreaming. But I'm still experiencing everything because it's so real to me, it feels like I entered another world. So when I see the future, or like, that's the thing, I can't even like really describe it. Whenever I'm seeing the future, it feels like I'm actually in the future, experiencing the future. I'm not just seeing it. I'm not just building it brick by brick. Okay? I'm experiencing it. That vision that I got of the future, I wasn't building brick by brick. I literally was having thoughts that I would normally have, right? Like one of my children ran up to me and I was like, where's mother, you know? Yes. And I was like, where's this person? Well, I was figuring out like what was going on in the future because I just got back from, that's the thing, I just got back, right? I drove the car. I was looking at land that I was building, or that like I was looking at the land and like the building process that was going on with the land, right? And then got in the car and went to the house where my kids were. And I saw the house. And I was looking around the house. Yes. But I was there. That's how I experienced it. Like your consciousness is in that world briefly. And it's amazing. That's how I experience it. It literally does feel like a dream. Like how you experience a dream, like your consciousness is in the dream and the dream feels real to you. And you have like thoughts in your dream and you're going about, right? But there's details in my dreams that I recognize it's a dream. I have to recognize that it's a dream because of all the dreams that I've had, you know. I have to recognize that it's a dream. But your consciousness is still there. You're still experiencing that. So play with your imagination. I wouldn't try to do brick by brick, right? Just allow the images to come to you. I have the window open, blowing papers. But yes, allow the images to come to you. Don't don't go from the ground up. Allow the images to come to you. You can be like, show me a year from now. Not when you're in a relaxed state, right? And it's okay if nothing pops up. Sometimes you have to look at like the black screen behind your eyes and not let your thoughts wander. Just ask, where will I be at a year from now? This book is also amazing. This book is also amazing. I'm glad I just thought about picking this up. I'm glad I was guided to do that, right? Because the technique used in this book, well, the techniques in this book are amazing, and it does definitely help you. So if you want to learn more about some techniques that you can do, I can definitely point you in the right direction. My book is amazing. Okay? This book is amazing. Cindy Dale, she has amazing books. I've learned a lot from Cindy Dale, actually. Suzanne Giesman, she's amazing too. I haven't read her books though. But I do love her mediumship techniques and her that word just slipped my mind. Her techniques. Okay? I love learning different techniques to see which ones work for me, which ones are like easier for me to remember, and which ones that I form a connection with, right? So yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for using your imagination, because it's amazing. And that's something small that you can do. Stop being so distracted. If you actually want to work on your imagination and strengthen that muscle, you gotta work on it. You gotta put the reps in. You gotta have repetition. You can have all the fun in the fucking world in your mind. So no matter what you're going through, you can use your mind to your advantage. It's actually something I did as a child. Because, trauma, I would just go into my mind. And that's a very great gift that you have and that you can utilize no matter what you're going through. So, thank you for watching.